Well, hello all. Drizzly, cold, foggy outside, 56. The heat wave broke last night. So here we are indoors again doing the video. What is it today? It's called bullshit. That's today's subject. How corporations are pulling the wool completely over the sheep's eyes. And the sheep don't see it. It has to be the progressive community that shows the sheep what the corporations are doing about deforestation. So, back in 2014, 200 different corporations around the world signed a declaration on forests. They declared that they would cut deforestation in half by 2020 and cut all deforestation by 2030. Some of the companies, the bigger ones that took the pledge, was these: McDonald's and Mars and Delhaize. I'm not sure how you pronounce that or what it is. So, how are these companies doing since they took the pledge? Well, all the companies continue to promote deforestation on a vast scale, directly financing deforestation in the Amazon and other places, lobbying governments to stop environmental protections. What corporations are the most destructive for the rainforest and other forests around the world? Number one, meat industry. The cattle dairy industry are causing absolute hell on our forests. The soy and the coconut production. All these, you should find out where you're getting these supplies. And if they're coming from an unknown source, find a product that tells you where it's coming from. Either stop eating meat altogether and lower your dairy intake, or try finding alternatives. Soy is a pretty good alternative when it's not grown where forest used to be. So, what country is promoting the most deforestation on the planet at this time? The U.S. is number one, Brazil is number two. They have both now agreed to promote private sector development in the Amazon. I'm sure everybody's just absolutely shocked. So, this constant back and forth, are humans meat eaters or are they vegetarians? Well, let's go over and look at the facts. Let's just let science tell us whether humans are meat eaters or vegetarians, or a little of both. Okay, this isn't me saying this. This is just common sense and what you read on the literature. Herbivores versus carnivore. What's the difference? There's a huge difference. Humans are herbivores. Short, soft fingernails. They cannot run after prey and grab it with their fingernail, whereas carnivores have sharp claws meant for grabbing meat. Teeth are flat on a herbivore. Their canines are not sharp and are not able to grab and hold prey that's alive. They don't have the teeth for it, whereas carnivores have large, raggedy teeth. Their jaws only open like this, whereas humans can open like this and grind seeds and nuts and other hard fruits and vegetables to get the vitamin nutrition out of it. Herbivores have very weak stomach acids. So humans, even though we sell a ton of antacids, we have weak stomach acid in compared to carnivores. They have very intense, strong stomach acid. And also their intestines are very short, so that they have the teeth, the throat, and the stomach to eat food whole without having to grind it up. And that way the food dies pretty quickly once it reaches the stomach. Now, herbivores have very long intestinal tracts, too long for meat. By the time meat reaches halfway through the intestines, it's starting to rot. This rotting causes things like colon cancer and other types of cancer. Humans didn't start eating meat until 10,000 years ago. That's when they first started cultivating dairy and meat. As you know, the pink goes for science. Dairy, the problem with dairy. It takes up a lot of land, cuts down forests, and you shouldn't be drinking milk, because milk is only needed when you're a very little infant for the first few months of infancy. Has lactose in it, lots of lactose, which grows bodies. But once you get older, you become lactose intolerant, and then you can't eat wheat and other lactose intense food because you are still having dairy. If you cut down your dairy or cut it out altogether, you probably wouldn't be lactose intolerant anymore. So there's so many reasons we should save the forest, save our animals, and stop eating meat. Become a good quality vegetarian. Follow a cancer diet, and you'll find out what real food we are supposed to be eating. I eat that food, and I find it very tasteful, especially when it's organic or even homegrown. That's where the best food is. The second is at the farmer's market. The third is at your organic stores, health food stores. And when you eat like this, you save the planet. Your footprint is so much smaller. So really, if you want to save the planet, most of it has to do with this thing right here and this thing. It's no harder than that. Where you buy your food, where you buy your supplies, who you buy them for. When you see that a company is obviously trying to deforest the Amazon, why are you supporting that company?